So for anyone in business, 2020 has been a full-on year with all sorts of different things going on that have impacted on our ability to take a break in our business. Taking a break from our business is one of the most important things you can do to ensure its long-term success, and there are a number of reasons for this. One is simply that one of the biggest reasons for business failure is burnout. The business owner simply gets sick of the fact that they can't take the time away from the business, they don't get a proper break from it, and as a result, you lose that passion that you had when you started. So it's really important. A second point is that actually from a productivity point of view, it's essential to take a break in your business. If you take a week off or a few days off, what you'll find is that probably for the first 2 or 3 days you won't want to think about business. You may have to, but you won't want to think about it. But then once you're kind of into the second half of that week, all sorts of different ideas will come into your head. You'll have a newfound perspective on what's important in your business, and ideas will start coming to you as to how you can improve things and what you can do, because you've given yourself the space to think about what is important and what can be improved, rather than just being in that firefighting churn all the time. So from a coaching perspective, I'm quite often encouraging my clients to take a break, and that we need to create space in your diary so you can have some time out, because I know that when they come back, they're going to have a much higher quality of idea. So that we can be really clear on why it's important to take a break. But let's talk about how. And depending on the state of your business, there may be longer term things you need to do in terms of delegation, in terms of putting systems in your business and so on, and building team and so on and so forth to enable you to have long breaks. But wherever you are in business, it's possible to create some space. So some things you might want to consider are setting out clear lines of communication. So if you're going to delegate and you're going to spend some time away, you may want to know certain things that are happening in your business and not know others. And if you can communicate that really clearly with the team beforehand and your customers, by team I also mean your customers, as to when you're going to be around, what time you have to communicate with them, how long you're going to have off, and what that's going to look like, then chances are that they will respect that and they'll enable you to have a proper break. If we don't communicate that, then you're probably going to get interrupted and all sorts of stuff's going to happen. So make sure you spend some time before you take your break on communicating to the key people who need to know in your business as to when you're going to be off, how you want them to communicate with you, and if you want them to communicate with you in that time. Second thing that we need to do is to plan positively for what you're going to do in that break. Now, I know for myself that if I am kind of sat around and have some time in my diary that's a break, and I don't have something positively to fill that time with, then I'll probably get drawn back into my business. So maybe it's about arranging things to do with the family, or stuff that you want to do, or days out, or even just planning that you're going to spend that time reading or playing golf, or whatever it might be that works for you. But if you plan positively to fill your time on the break with stuff that is relaxing, does enable you to recharge, then you're much less likely to get drawn into the everyday business of work. The third thing you might want to do is just think about setting up some simple systems. So regardless of where you are in your business, you'll have an idea of what's coming up in your business and what are likely to be challenges in the next week or so. So have a think about how you would like the team to deal with those challenges before you go. So if X happens, I would like you to do Y. Now, that doesn't guarantee that stuff's not going to happen and get in the way, but it does mean you've got a better chance of having an uninterrupted break. So those are just 3 things you could do. There are many others, and I'd love to talk to all or many of you about how you can ensure you have more time for holidays, how you can make sure that you're more separate from your business so these things can become more regular and you can have a higher quality of break. But just in the short term, look, we're in the run-up to Christmas. It's been an intense year. It is imperative that you create some space for yourself to get that perspective back, to reconnect with what's important in your business, and make sure that you can enter 2021 in a positive mindset rather than being just in that ongoing churn.